Aquarius, welcome to your in-depth read for yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. As you can see, we made the background changes. Yay! If you sent me a postcard, a letter, a card, thank you. Oh my goodness. It's just from all over the world. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So I couldn't even put up half as many as I wanted to. I didn't have the space. But still, thank you so much. And every couple of months or so, the goal is to change it up and just show different things that I receive from Sassy Fam. And that includes the sketchings and paintings and drawings that I receive too. You know, everything that people send me, I'm grateful for. I just love it. It's amazing. The connectivity, the way people resonate and express themselves. I love it. I live for it. Thank you so much. What's going on, please? What is going on, please, for that Aquarian energy? What is going on, please, for that Aquarian energy? What's going on? What's going on, please, for Aquarius? By the way, my online merch store is now open. I made a design series called Fade, and I actually thought of you when I was making it. I like your Aquarius Fade t-shirt, so if you want to check it out, it's in the online store. It'll be linked below. Thank you so much. What's going on, please? What's going on, please, for that Aquarian energy? Take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Always, 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 particularly for yours and theirs. As I can say things like yours, theirs, and shared, energy exchange is real, you know? Energy entanglement is real. So yeah, there's going to be some crossover aspects here and there. All right, so you have to apply it as it fits. Okay, what's going on, please, for Aquarius in their person? Show me, Aquarius, please. What is going on for Aquarius, please, in their person? This is the Enchanted Dreamers Tarot deck. Show me, Aquarius, please. The Moon, interesting. Okay. Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune. You feel and have been feeling for some time that it's time for change. Not only that it's time for change, that you're being called forward or summoned forward. There's something that's been in your moon space for a while. This is our unconscious energy, the stuff that we're not always terribly comfortable with, so we kind of tuck it away, nice and quiet like, you know. And its judgment is here. Plus the Wheel of Fortune. These are all majors. Just in your opening energy alone, honey. That's Aquarius for you. Go big or go home, right? Very true. It's like the time is now. The time is nigh. For what? I don't know. But we're going to see. You can see the clock is represented in both of these cards. Time. Judgment. It's time to make the decision. Spirit's calling you forward. Your own energy's calling you forward. Take your destiny into your own hands. All that kind of big Aquarian stuff. You know. We'll see why you're in the moon. And why you're feeling compelled to come out of it. Possibly why you got there to begin with. The one surrounding. Two of Swords. Nine of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Someone who says they have largely been confused or undecided when it comes to you. They're a little frustrated. Nine of Wands. Energy spent. Frustration. Blindness. I don't know what to do. One way or the other. Left, right, up, down, A, B. It's not as strung out as the Two of Pentacles. But it still suggests, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what my feelings are for Aquarius, but I'm kind of tired by them. Page of Pentacles. What the investment is in the smallest of ways. Communication towards you. I don't know. Perhaps you actively withdrew your energy from this person on purpose. And the idea is if I interchange with them again, if I have an energy exchange with them again, I want the timing to be right. It might be that you were waiting for them to come to you when they were more in a space of being able to do so. I don't know. If you were waiting, it was unconsciously done. It's kind of like I'm going to go quiet or reserve my energy for me until I feel the timing is right to come back out. That does bring to mind some of your previous readings. It does, if I recall. Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. And the Three of Pentacles, yeah, your energy's coming back out to play, but not in that way. It's not like in a mind game way. It's not in a way that's combative, okay, or strategic. It's coming out. And I saw something similar to Capricorn. Theirs was actually exquisitely direct, but where we went from the unconscious to the conscious. So the Seven of Swords is normal. Everybody has a Seven of Swords. You remember House from House MD? Everybody lies. Yeah, he's not wrong. It's just, it's not always that straightforward. Everyone has a Seven of Swords. These are the thoughts that we are aware of, but we keep to ourselves. The High Priestess, Three of Pentacles. Intuitively, you feel whatever this connection is meant to be a little bit more cooperative, baby friendship. I don't know that you're actually saying that outside of you. Internally, you recognize it as a mental thought. The High Priestess, you feel intuitively that whatever this connection is might be a little bit more on the friendship side. Perhaps cooperation. Or you also might be severely doubting that you can be friends with this person at all. We'll see. Seven of Swords is also doubts. It's not just our secret thoughts. Six of Pentacles, trying to maintain the balance and or peace within your own life with this person. I don't know. You're showing me some heavy-duty energy. Them, not so much. But there is a lot of confusion and frustration tied to them. And what's shared between you two, it's something that you might both be tossing around as maybe we're better off as friends. So it makes me wonder why I'm seeing it. We'll see. Six of Pentacles is in your general overview. Keeping the balance. Okay? Doing your bit. Making sure everything's in order. Things are in place of balance and or practicality. Either with this person or just in the general sense of your overall well-being. Let's take a look. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Oh, right here. Okay. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please, for Aquarius. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please, for Aquarius. What's going on? Show me that Six of Pentacles, please, for Aquarius. One more. Six of Pentacles, please. Strength, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles. You're telling yourself to take strength, move on with your life. It's not the biggest burst of energy, but it's kind of like a recognition in you. Five of Pentacles, some shit went down. There was a breakage, possibly financial. I hope that's not the case. But it is looking like some sort of loss in your physical reality with this person's energy. You want to upgrade to a Six of Pentacles. Let's get back into a state, or you, not let's, but at least myself. I'm going to achieve a balance for me. It may not be much, but I'd rather do that than focus on this other stuff. It's a conscious decision on your part to get things back into a kind of track in a real world that you recognize in a way that gives you more, not less. So I can see that you've encountered some kind of less, some sort of subtraction. Again, I hope it's not a financial thing. I am seeing it as being a break. Underlying, there's that Three of Pentacles again, with somebody who you are in connection with isn't chalking up in the love way, you know? You might feel that you need to break ties with them altogether, like I have enough friends, thank you very much. I said that for Scorpio a couple readings ago, which is such a Scorpio thing to say. I got enough friends, thanks. Right? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to achieve something more, but all jokes aside, and I do try to inject some lightness into readings. I do have a sense of humor. But real tarot reflects real life. And what I'm seeing today is an Aquarius who is using strength, you might have some Leo in your chart, to kind of get back into a state of practical balance, at least one that you can recognize. Okay? That may not have so much of your emotion in it, but Aquarius is like, look, all that later. Right now, I'm trying to recover from a Five of Pentacles. I've broken ties with somebody, I don't feel good about it, or my connection with them is not correct, or it's off, or it's not balancing. I just need to get into something that's more recognizable, please. Six of Pentacles. I'm just going to take care of my business for a while. Okay? Try to get it back from a negative into a positive. From going into red to going into black. Okay? Those old business terms. You don't hear them too often, so for some of you who are younger, you may not know that. So in business, being in the red, this is not good. This means we have a negative balance. In fact, we owe. Being in the black means we have profit. Okay? Six of Pentacles suggests we're at least breaking even, which still counts as being in the black, because it's better than being in the red or the negative. We want to change this. You kind of have the strength of spirit. You know what? Whatever the situation is, it's difficult, it's not easy. There's some abandonment here, possibly some sense of betrayal. I don't want to be there. So by my own force of will, I'm going to drag myself out of that and recalibrate myself. Six of Pentacles. In other words, concern myself with what immediately needs concerning. And in that, I can find some sense of balance. I can find some sense of stability. I agree. This is very common. We experience loss of some type. Five of Pentacles is some kind of loss, some kind of breakage that happens in the real world. It's not a spiritual thing, it's not an emotional thing, it's actually happening in the 3D. And you're telling me I need to recover. I need to make some sort of pathway to change, and I'm going to do that through strength of will. And I believe you. I would never argue with Aquarius about that. I know you have a huge strength of will. So I believe you when you're telling me this. It's interesting, but it's also very Aquarius, the emotional detachments here. Emotions are kind of a frivolous thing right now. I just want to get back into a state of some sort of positive balance. This is where I believe your feelings have gone. The moon. Okay? And the moon, hopefully those are soft, gentle waters for you. I do believe I saw that for you. Yes, I did. Didn't I? Okay. So the Aquarian collective might be processing some massive energy right now. So when I see, it's not exactly a direct translation in terms of continuation or say a sequel. It's variations of what the collective is experiencing. You're undergoing massive changes that happened rather rapidly, rather recently. Okay? And I'm saying that for various points of the Aquarian energy, under different circumstances and in different time frames. I am also seeing something very similar for Scorpio as well as Aries right now. Let me tell you that it's necessary, it's needed, otherwise it wouldn't be happening. So I'm going to continue to see, probably expect some cleanup in the Aquarian energy over the next several weeks. I should expect that. The moon, please. The moon, the moon, the moon, the moon. We got to get through it, honey. We got to get through it. Show me that moon, please. It's all right. We're going to figure it out. Show me the moon, please. What's under your moon? Your High Priestess is under there. You're hiding. Your intuition's hiding. Four of Pentacles. You're holding back on your feeling on purpose. The Fool. You don't have it in you to open up your emotions at this time. Okay. Okay. Your intuition's under the moon. Probably for safekeeping at this time. The idea is if you let your intuition out to play, you're going to have to feel your feelings at one time. And you're just not in a position where you want to feel your feelings right now. Okay. So I know you're otherwise an Aquarius. The Aquarius I'm looking at today is actually probably on a regular basis a very intuitive person. Okay. But you've pulled it back under the moon. You're not trying to feel right now. You're not trying to extend those feelings outward. You just kind of want to function at this point. Alright, so I want you to be careful with that. I understand that need, that I just need to function right now. By my own strength of will, pull myself up by my bootstraps. Again, I kind of pegged it right there early, didn't I? Feelings are kind of a luxury right now, and I'm not trying to feel those feelings. Because if we did use our intuition, that means we'd have to be open to our feelings. Intuition is not like the mind, for which you have an abundance. That's what you're known for, honey. Aquarius is progressive. Aquarius is intellectual. Aquarius is optimistic. Aquarius's mind is far-reaching. But you couple that up or layer that up with intuition, you know. It's not quite the same, is it? Intuition by default means you have feeling. It's not like your mind, where you can jump in and out of that stream super easy, super quick. It's not like that. Your intuition is a feeling that really doesn't have words or definition. It pulls you in certain directions, not necessarily for rhyme and reason, which runs contrary to your superpower. You're not letting your intuition out to play. It doesn't feel safe for you at this time. Four of Pentacles, you're holding back. Your Fool's here as well. You're telling me you're not ready to open up, literally. Literally, you're not ready to open up right now. And letting the feeling out, the intuition out. Your moon energy, to let that come out. It's not happening right now. You don't feel comfortable at all. You don't feel comfortable at all. The Fool is highly spiritual. Highly spiritual, the Fool is. I would say more so than the Hierophant. That's my opinion. But then I've been doing this a long time. The Fool is an innate calling to trust the universe, to allow yourself to go out and start a new adventure, not because you feel like you have to, but because you want to. It's an indescribable feeling that's different for everybody. It can happen in the softest and smallest of ways. But it's quiet, and it's specific, it's joyous. Sometimes it is loud, unexpected, in the moment. Regardless of how you experience your Fool energy, you're telling me in every conceivable way, the better parts of myself, Christina, the spiritual parts, my intuitive self, I can't open those up right now. I'm holding back. Four of Pentacles, I have to. Your spiritual energy is telling me it's not open at this time. It's not that you don't have it. On the contrary, you actually have a lot of it. But it doesn't feel safe to come out. Right now, you're all about maintenance and getting yourself into a recognizable pace again. That Pentacle energy, recognizable pace. Six of Pentacles. Just balance. That's what I can handle right now. Okay, Judgment. Show me Judgment, show me Judgment, show me Judgment. Yeah, because if you let your intuition out, your feelings would have to come out too by default. You can't have one without the other. I'm sorry, that was my point. I do go on sometimes. I apologize. If your intuition came out, your feelings would have to, in approximation. You can't have one without the other. You cannot say you're an intuitive being, an intuitive being and not have feelings. That's just not how it works. So the fact that your spiritual energy is hidden and your intuition energy is hidden tells me so too are your feelings. Just some of you feel like it's not safe to feel your feelings right now. Show me Judgment, please. It's like, I don't want to know what they're feeling. I don't want to know what they're feeling. Show me Judgment. I'm just trying to get on with me right now, and that's enough. Seven of Pentacles, Death, Justice. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. There's some sort of karmic balance that has to be paid now. Death is claiming the Seven of Pentacles, the stagnation where nothing happened, the silence, the lack of growth. It's claiming that. Death is claiming the Seven of Pentacles. Judgment. Justice. It's time for some sort of debt to be paid. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, Six of Swords, moving away from something that has become very disappointing. It's a conscious decision on your part to make this change. You are exiting something that no longer makes you happy, or if it ever did. Four of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is emotional / relationship energy, family, friends, a significant other. Four of Cups, we are disappointed. We are very disappointed. We're moving away from this. Six of Swords. In time. I don't know what it is that you learned, but there will come a time where you have to come out of this energy, honey, so that things can right itself. Some sense of injustice has occurred. Okay. By whose perception, I don't know. But it's something you haven't wanted to deal with. And you kind of quietly tried to shut your feelings away from it. And opening up your feelings again towards it. There will come a time, and I don't know when, I will try to do a time check, where nothing's happening, that time of nothing happening will stop. Imbalances will be owed and paid. Judgment and justice, two together imply heavy, heavy karmic decision making. Karma, balances paid, debts paid, it's time. Where you understood nothing to be existing and nothing happening and debts not being paid. Where nothing was being generated. That time is coming to an end. You will feel your feelings again. And when you do, you will know what to do. For those of you who value 10-minute tarot, where all is well and there is no difficulty, this is not that message, and I'm not that reader. There's plenty of them. You can't miss them. You throw a stone on YouTube and hit one of them. That's not what I do. I opened up with telling you I have seen the Aquarius collective, different parts of you, different groups of you. I saw the peak of your energy, I believe a month ago, where there was a lot of crashing in energy, things being learned, difficulties, and now I'm kind of seeing that being processed, and you kind of slowly but surely moving forward. I can see why you kept your feelings hidden. Just try to keep your head down, out of trouble, and get a balance in your real world that makes sense to you. Leave your feelings out of it. This is a strength of will thing. I gotta push forward, okay? You have not tried to open your feelings for a long time. Intuition specifically, because they are related. But this time of nothing happening, where it seems like one day bleeds into the next, okay? One day after the other, where nothing changes, and there's almost a numbness in you that's coming to an end. Perhaps you thought it never would, but it is. I don't know who has the outstanding balance, but it's looking like it will be paid. And there is an outstanding balance. It seems like you went from a place of non-activity and protecting your feelings, your sense of intuition, which is your natural guidance system, your internal GPS, as I often refer to it. And it's very much like that. Can't always explain it. While we feel led to go in one direction over the other. Again, it defies logic, for which you are very well known. Of course you're brilliant. And even then, too, I'm seeing an absence of your intellectualism that's usually here. You've even tried to leave your thoughts out of this. That's why I'm saying the days kind of bleed into each other. I just need to function, I just need to function, I just need to function. Those days are coming to an end. Perhaps you thought justice would never be done. Perhaps you thought there would be no balance, no karmic balance. Nothing owed, nothing given. And that's why I'm seeing a diligence in you to just get on with it. That time's over. The day has come. I hate the vague shit, but sometimes the vague shit is here. I can't get the details. I can't get the details. It's going to apply to you individually as it does, if it resonates at all. Whatever that means to you is whatever it means to you. Where you have felt trapped and inside yourself, and the days bleed into the next, that time's over. There's some sort of karmic balance here it's time to be paid. You, them, the both of you, I don't know, honey, I don't know. I just know it frees you. I just know it frees you. It frees you. Here, I see the Wheel of Fortune as you're determined to get by. There, in your future orientation, you'll be moving forward to leave something behind that no longer suits you. If it helps you, you will feel your feelings again. You'll know when it's time to move forward. And when you do, that's the day you will feel again. If not sooner. Let's see this person, please. It's Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. I have to admit, you're showing me a lot of heavy spiritual energy, the kind with consequences, when it seems like there would be no consequences. Where there is progress, where there was no progress. I just have to keep doing this in spite of something else lacking or not being there. I just got to keep moving forward. And it seemed like nothing would come of that situation. The time of stagnation's over. You are leaving behind disappointment, but at least you have the feeling back in you to recognize that, so you can actually move forward and not just drag yourself forward. Big difference. I can see why you did it. And that's not where I want you to be. It's not where you want to be either. And I know you thought maybe the day would never come where I would feel free again. The debt has stopped growing, or it stopped stagnating. There's something here about the revelation of karma, and that it's time. No more debts paid. Something is exiting. And it will be good for you. It will be good for you. You have to trust that. Two of Swords, please, for this person. Show me this person's Two of Swords. Honey, I don't know if I dare continue. I don't know if I dare continue. We've got a job to do. There's a heaviness here. Such a heaviness. I know some of you might have felt like you've been in a funk or depressed, or that nothing changes, or nothing's ever going to change, or nothing's ever going to correct itself or right itself. It was a matter of time. Keep seeing the clock for you. It was a matter of time. Two of Swords. Show me that Two of Swords, please, for this person surrounding. They say they cannot see, that they are confused. Page of Swords, the energy is small. Combative, Five of Wands. Four of Pentacles holding back. Jesus, honey. Jesus, honey. Oh, honey. If that's what I was dealing with, I'd be hiding my shit too. But I wouldn't be trying to feel that either. Jesus. Little angry mud? No, it's more than that. It's begrudging and it's small. Angry. Kickback. Arguing. Begrudging, holding on to an argument. Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, holding on to an argument, Energy small, Page of Swords, not enough inquiry to the real problem, the real sense of injustice, the blindness. Two of Swords. They say they're confused and they don't know, but they're insisting that they're still holding on to something they're angry about. Well, that does not suit. You cannot choose to be blind and confused about a situation and still insist that you're angry about it. That does not work. That does not compute. That doesn't work. That's fighting. Begrudgingly so. Someone holding on to an argument and insist on holding on to the argument but refusing to do anything about it, to resolve it. Lack of feeling here, lack of love. If there was love here, they'd figure it out. And they'd figure it out with you. Yeah, energy is so small, so angry, so tight. It's like a high-strung chihuahua. It's not a knock on chihuahuas, but if you have a chihuahua, you know what I'm talking about. They're small, and they're uptight, and they got shaky, uptight, angry little things. When in defense of whatever their home life is or their territory. Oh yeah. They only get along with their owners, that kind of thing. And even then. Oh my God, honey, I don't mean to laugh, but good God, I can feel that. And it's a contradicting energy too. They're saying, I can't see, I don't have a solution to the problem. But I'm still angry. You know that type of energy? The one that gives you all problems, no solutions? Holding on to an argument. They seem to be pretty angry with you. Okay. Maybe they had reason to be. But a small energy is still a small energy. Even if they're angry with you and they refuse to find a solution, but they keep throwing it in your face, how is that help the situation? I can kind of see why you went hiding. At least your emotions. They argued against the breakup. Did they trigger the breakup and they resent you for it? I don't know. Shit. I don't know, honey. Let's keep going. Oh, like I said, I don't know if I dare. I don't know if I dare, honey. Don't get me wrong, I liked a lot your last Intimate Tarot. Whoo! That one hit me. But when it comes to your general love readings, I've been seeing a continual theme. But it's already peaked. Now we're going to get it to even out. Maybe even come down a little bit. Nine of Wands, please. Show me this person's Nine of Wands. The frustration. The defensiveness. The blockage. I don't know who you're dealing with. And it seems like it would never change. The situation would never change with an energy like that. That's lacking insight. I'm angry with you, but I refuse to give any solutions. Yeah, I could see why you would think nothing would ever change. The abandonment is here, the breakage is here, and you just, Christina, I shut my feelings down. I think I even shut my thoughts down. Because I couldn't afford to think about it and I couldn't afford to feel it. I just needed to get on with my Six of Pentacles. Because at least I knew that was true. Maybe, I don't know if there'll ever come a day where there's resolution. There is. You have been faced with the clock several times. Perhaps you just could not see it. The numbness of this had passed for so long. Nine of Wands, please. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, please. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Four of Cups. It's a contradiction. I'm sorry, it's a contradiction. And I don't like it. The energy of once more is way too small and uninsightful. There is a relationship here. It could be a marriage. I don't know. I don't default to marriage when I see Four of Wands. I'd have to see more cards surrounding it, like the Hierophant, Justice, anything that says commitment plus contractual ties. So I know bare minimum that from this person's perspective, literal perspective, Three of Wands to the Four of Wands, this is a relationship to them. One that they are massively disappointed by, but they still look at for reassurance. They're also telling me they're exhausted by it. They're exhausted of looking at this marriage for, or this commitment, or this relationship for reassurance. Their energy is still once more low level, non-productive, and not terribly helpful or insightful. I do not discount the fact that they are angry with you. I don't know why. And they're not looking to solve it. It's like they want to be angry with you, or they want to be disappointed with you instead of finding a solution. Do you see why your energy feels like it's been dragging on without resolution? When you have this kind of relationship, no matter how it styles itself, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, a situationship, whatever, and it feels like it's never going to change, and all you can do at this point is Six of Pentacles to maybe keep it totally from breaking, or keep you from totally breaking. You had to hide your feelings and your thoughts, and it's like the day will never come. It is. It's here. And it feels like it's dragging on, because even if this person feels like they have an honest reason to be angry with you, here's the thing. The argument never ends. And I see this before with energies like this. I've seen it before with Capricorn, but that was, I don't know, maybe a year ago. It was so terribly distinct. Someone who wears their disappointment and their anger and frustration like a badge of honor. Instead of saying, this is how productive and constructive we are as a couple, we'll fix it, they're more proudful of the fact that it's always in shambles. That way they always have something to bitch about. Be frustrated by, be disappointed by, well, oh, look, my relationship's disappointing me yet again. Nine of Wands, I am the wounded warrior. I guess I'll just keep plugging away with Aquarius. And that's why I get that feeling of day-to-day tedium with you. Are you just getting by? I could see why you shut down your feelings. And you kept them hidden. It's probably way too fucking hard at this point to openly, emotionally invest yourself in this. I'm looking at it and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted by the smallness of it. I'm exhausted by the lack of insight. I'm exhausted by the fact that this person continuously holds on. That's the translation, my love. Four of Pentacles, 5-1. Continuously holds on to an argument that they say they can't see a resolution to. And their energy's not looking to level up on that either. Fast forward a little bit. Oh, look, they're still pissed off and holding out. They actually, literally, Three of Wands, look to the relationship and are still disappointed by it. Woe is me. I guess that's my lot in life. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles, please. It's non-productive. It's non-productive. I don't know why they're so angry with you, but they're also not looking for a solution. It's like they want to be miserable. That way they have a reason to excuse themselves. Well, that's the reason why I'm so unhappy right there. See? See why I'm unhappy? That's why. Right there. That's why I'm unhappy. And you know, when they get advice from family and friends and things like that, oh no, I did that already. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. There's just no point. There's no point. Okay, there's no point. There's no point. What are you going to do about it? No, nothing, I guess. They're supposed to fix it, and they're not. So, hence another day of misery for me. I don't know if this person is very younger from you, or they just have that sense of, I'm not happy with my life, so I'm going to take it out on you and make it your problem. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Well, that's how it's coming across. Someone's either very immature, or I'm very unhappy with my life, and I'm taking it out on you. I'm making you responsible for it. Now, if they have Aquarius, and this is going to come down to you and your personal knowledge, if they have a legitimate reason to be that pissed off with you, okay, fine. I won't hold that against them. But I keep coming back to, what are they doing to help resolve it? You hidden, you fucked off. I see that for Scorpio all the time. When they're not happy with something, or something's too confusing or too weird, or they're emotionally out of it, because they're so exhausted, they fuck off. They go stage left until they recover. That's a very Scorpio thing. So you might have some Scorpio in your chart. I don't know. But the thing is like, you're over here. I can't see you. And that's a safety thing for you. That's like a self-preservation thing at this point. Because if you let your intuition out, that means your feelings too. And that means you'd have to be open and receptive to this. And you don't want to be. And it's been like that. Death is coming for that Seven of Pentacles. So I know like it's been like this for a minute. Okay. And it's like the day would never come. The day will come, honey. It's coming. It's here. If it hasn't started yet in Libra season, when you might have begun to feel the winds of change, it should be coming up soon now here in Scorpio season. Okay. That Wheel of Fortune is also backing it up with the marker of 10. Justice is the number 11. So yeah, beginning now over the course of winter, your energy should be starting to feel something that suggests the time is right to balance or karmic debts being paid. Page of Pentacles, please. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles, please. Damn. Gemini had a lovely reading. Goodness me. Page of Pentacles. King of Wands. Judgment. Oh. Good for them. Okay. They're recognizing the ending, that it's time as well. And they say, okay. In a weird way, they're kind of confident about it. They've begun to invest in it in a very small way. It's like they're putting on a brave face. I think they're watching you go. I think they're watching you go, and they're acting like they're fine with it. Interesting. You're telling them, because you were already marked with judgment, I believe you're telling this person it's final. Page of Pentacles. Not really accepting it, but putting on a brave face. Yeah, I gotta go. You're disappointed? I've been disappointed too. This is not how I'm trying to experience my love energy with somebody. Okay. Let it happen, honey. The sooner we can get through this, the better, and I can start seeing other things for you. And I can start seeing other things for you. And I want to see other things for you. Trust me, I do. It's looking like we're in the final throes here. Like I said, I saw your energy peak around this concept like a month or two ago. And now we're seeing the moving forward. Let it happen. I want to start seeing other things for you. I do. The Seven of Swords, please. Okay. Some of the Seven of Swords, please. So we went from unconscious to conscious. Seven of Swords, private. Everybody has Seven of Swords. And nice to see, I do believe this is you. Your High Priestess that you kept hidden back here is coming out. So that means, that tells me you're starting to feel your feelings again. Okay. And I tell you, it's like when you start to feel your feelings again, you know. You will know. Seven of Swords, please. Seven of Swords. This person reeks of perpetual disappointment, but without solution. How does that help anybody? You hid yourself away, so I know I'm going to get the cross-watchers screaming, well, you see, Aquarius hid their feelings. Yeah, I can see why they hid their feelings. Who the hell in their right mind would want to deal with that on the daily? Show me that Seven of Swords, please. I can see why you had a I just need to get through it mentality, and that served you well for a long time. It did. But it also put you into that position of thinking things will never change, or that there will never be justification or karmic balance. That time's up. That's coming to a close. Yeah, I told you, it's been like that. Knight of Pentacles, it was a slow-going realization that this fucking thing is over. Death. I'm not making this up. Seriously, man. I don't read what isn't there. I can only read what is there. I'm not going to give you the hypotheticals unless I know that there's a damn strong indication of them. But I'm not going to put into this what isn't there. I can't, and I won't. I got Ten of Swords, I got two Judgment Calls, I got a Five of Pentacles here, the Wheel of Fortune's here twice, and I've got Death. This was gonna happen. And it's looking like it needed to. And this is something you have become consciously aware of. Once you get into that place where you start pulling out of that moon energy and you want to be more forward with the truth of things, you go into a Seven of Swords. So this is more of a conscientious effort, and you recognizing that this had a one-way street attached to it this whole fucking time. The Knights of Pentacles to the Death, and it took a long time. Death is here twice. I'm sorry. It wasn't once but twice. So no. I don't want this for you. What I want is what's best for you. So I'm sorry that this is painful, and I'm so sorry it took as long as it did to conclude the way it did, and I'm sorry you felt you had to be in a position to hide. Nobody should have to live like that. Nobody should have to be with somebody who wears them down spiritually and emotionally every fucking day. It's like they bounce it back on you. You're the reason I'm unhappy. Oh, well with me, but I have no solutions either. I guess I'll just put up with it another day. Who the fuck wants to be put up with? Nobody does. Where their love went, how it unraveled to this place, I don't know. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing a back profile. I'm not. We've already spent enough time in the past, and I think you have too. I don't know. Everybody's going to have a different story. Crosswatchers have their version too. I know you thought the day would never come, whether it would be a karmic balance or this shit would work out or would ever be justified. Hanging in there, justification for hanging in there as long as you did. That's fair. Yeah, but the time is nigh. And it has been. This was already headed on a one-way street. Your High Priestess is out. Let's see what your intuition is finally allowing you to talk about or think about or feel. Show me the High Priestess, please. Show me the High Priestess. Show me the High Priestess. Show me the High Priestess, please. You know what? No, I take that back. Your Celtic cross was much more simple. I remember that. It was probably the least popular Aquarius one I had done for a long time because it did center a lot about practicality and work. The Two of Cups, your feelings, the Emperor standing in your power is the Queen of Cups. There is something in you that suggests I need to feel my feelings again and I need to stand in my power. I have a bigger heart space than this. You recall it, you feel it, specifically you feel what love should feel like. The simplicity of the love bond. Two of Cups is a very simple love bond. You can't get much simpler than that. You really can't. And the Emperor here is standing in his power or her power. You might have some very strong Aries in your chart. And like I said, some Scorpio here as well. Your intuition is out. And there is something in the strength of your heart space that says love should be much simpler than this. Intuitively you feel this. And that's how you knew. I told you when your feelings come out, that's how you know to move forward. FYI, there is, I feel like your energy's trying to connect outside of this. I do. Intuitively, you feel that there's something else out there for you. Even if it hasn't presented itself to you, you feel it. And it actually literally gives you strength of heart, knowing that there's something else out there for you. Or you feel it bare minimum. The Three of Pentacles, please. Show me that Three of Pentacles, please. Three of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Options. Five of Wands. You won't discuss it anymore. You won't discuss it anymore. You won't discuss it anymore. Yeah, I don't blame you. There's too much confusion trying to keep this person open in your cup space. Okay? So do not call this person a friend unless you can mean it. However, I have to tell you, their Five of Wands, surprise, surprise, continues. When you try to reduce their value to friendship, in other words, put your foot down, you can feel your love expanding outside of this. Intuitively, you do feel like there's someone else out there. I don't know how to explain that. I only know that you're feeling it strongly as the Emperor. It's almost a conviction in you. So under here, the High Priestess, where you shut it down. If I opened up my intuition towards this, I'd have to have my feelings too. I can't do that. This is just enough for me to get by with on a day-to-day basis. That's all I can handle right now. You open up your High Priestess under the knowledge that this thing is over and it has been headed in that direction for a long time. You feel your feelings again, as I said much earlier. And then when you do open your High Priestess, i.e. you're feeling back up, your heart space jumps into place. Your Emperor kicks in. And then Two of Cups. There's an acknowledgement here that there is an emotional connection you feel exists outside of this situation, and it makes you feel like you can move forward in a different way, love-wise. I don't know why you feel it so strongly, but you do. You seem to understand it exists. That a natural, simple, full-hearted love bond exists out there for you. Your intuition's there, so I agree with you. Okay? Now we go to the Three of Pentacles, back to this situation, back to this person. Five of Wands. Guess who had Five of Wands earlier? You are going to try at first, and this is very common, so I can't say I'm surprised to see this. Everybody does this a little bit, at least once in their life. Everybody does this. I don't think you're a love option. I think you're a friend. Maybe we can try to be friends, and it immediately kicks off their pissy-offy once more. They fight that. They struggle with it. It's funny because they held you so very, very responsible, and thus your energy so very, very captive for making them unhappy. And now that they've been reduced to a friendship outside of this relationship, that makes them angry too. So I'm telling you, there's no satisfying this person. When someone is that unhappy with their life, you're going to look around real hard, real desperately to make someone responsible for your unhappiness, because God forbid we take our own responsibility for our own unhappiness. I say this a lot with people who never had life goals, got a career, got an education. They just kind of settled, don't work too hard. And so they attach themselves to someone who does have those qualities. You know, that person will make me happy and will fulfill the stuff I never did for me. When, surprise, surprise, that's not how life works. Become miserable. This is what happens when we treat people like missing pieces. Aquarius, honey, you are not a missing piece. You were not meant to fulfill this person. They should have met you where you were as a fulfilled person. Let that be the lesson learned. The next time you connect with somebody, make sure that they are already a complete person. Not looking for something, not looking to fill in the gap or the boredom or someone to rely upon for their resources. Make sure they're a person who can stand up on their own 2 feet. Have a sense of direction in this life. Have some goal, meaning, or purpose attached to them. So you don't do this again. So you don't fall for the same person again. Okay? Because there's such a huge sense of detachment from this person. Like they're unhappy, it's your fault. Like they didn't have a role to play. I don't know, maybe they do have a job. Maybe they do have a career, maybe they are educated. In which case they're still a miserable, you know what. I don't know what they got against you, but they're not happy as your friend either. So again, you can't keep filling a bottomless well. It's a contradiction in terms. You cannot fill a bottomless well. If someone is convinced that they are empty and they're taking it out on you, then they're going to stay that way regardless. And then they're going to attach themselves to the next person and do the same to them. You're not a missing piece, Aquarius. You're not meant to solve anyone's particular equation. 2 people who are whole, they should enhance each other. And you didn't even know you needed each other until after you met, not before you met. There's a big difference between needing somebody by choice and needing them because you're desperate, you're lonely, you're afraid, or you literally need resources. Somebody's money, stability, whatever. You're not meant to prop people up. So yeah, even then, you know, you do for your bit. This is, like I said, going back to, this is very, very common when things don't work out in relationships. Let's be friends. They're like, no, that confuses and angers me too. Bitch, what doesn't confuse you and anger you? 7 of Cups, you don't see them that way in terms of the exploration of cups. This is the cup I have for you is friendship. They're pissed off with that too. So again, there's really no making this person happy, and that's one of the things you had to learn the hard way. I will point out to you, your 4 of Cups is very, very different from theirs. Your 4 of Cups is that over time, literal time, time's calling. I will do a time check. I believe this already started for you, like I said, back in Libra season, and it's going to play out and hopefully be done by November. Your 4 of Cups is honest. I am disappointed by our relationship, but I gotta move on from it. I can't afford to stay here anymore. It's like your self-esteem, your sense of personhood. The best parts of you, you have to hide, because if you opened up, you'd have to feel them too, and you're tired of feeling them. And the non-solutions they offer. The argument that never dies in this person. Their 4 of Cups is, well, I'm still putting in that good fight. Blocking. My relationship, but I'm still looking at it and still being disappointed by it. In other words, ain't shit changed. I will say A very small part of them is digesting your decision. That's you with delivering judgment. It was back here. It's you then. You'll be delivering that karmic justice. Perhaps you never thought you would do it. Perhaps you never thought the day would come. But that's you delivering unto them judgment for which they are trying to save face for about that ending. It's very hard for them to digest. Oh, I'm sure it is. You expect kickback when you declare them a friend. But you already know that. This is something I'm interested in right here. I told you, the day you feel your feelings again is the day you deliver. It's the time. The time is here. And this is what's the most interesting piece by far. Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. Once you let that High Priestess out, something in you stands up sharp and in attention. Your heart space becomes very strong. There comes all your feeling rushing back to you. I don't know what's generating that level of not just hope, but a known sense of, I know this is true. You feel that there's another cup for you outside of this. You may not know how to explain it. You may not know how to articulate it, but that's what intuition is. So I don't know what made your energy stand up in attention so strongly like that, but you seem to believe that it exists for you. And if that's true, I'm very happy for you. At the bare minimum, you're declaring to me as Emperor, I know what love should be. And it's not this. So first of all, let's throw down some oracles. I want to look at that just a little bit more. We're already over now. And why am I surprised? That's what I do, right? Limitations. Limitations. I'm telling you, limitations. This person's limited. They're limited. They're constantly met with limitations. That's the price you pay for not living the life that you want. You tell yourself you have limits or that you can't, or somebody else needs to do it for me. You put those kind of limits on yourself, you're always going to be unhappy. You don't challenge yourself, you don't step up to the plate, and you allow yourself to be wrapped in fear, and then you make your life someone else's responsibility, and that's an automatic recipe for disappointment and disillusion. It's fascinating, but not fascinating, but it's fascinating. Projections, control tactics, motherfucker. Upon further reflections, this person projects their fears onto you. Control tactics. Yeah. I see that. That makes sense. Emotional control. It's like upon reflection you see it. To keep you in your place. And you did. No wonder you have so much fucking time attached to you. You didn't think it would ever end. So long as they kind of berate you with their unhappy feelings, it keeps you in place, right? They berate you and berate you. It's emotional control. Someone's so fucking unhappy that they have to control you. Just reinforces the problem. Jesus. The moon, shadow side, yes, that's where you were, and that's where you will be exiting. Regret, repression. I know. That's the thing about shutting off the intuition, honey. The feelings go with it. I told you it was like from the very beginning. I was like, it's too hard to feel those feelings, Christina. So I had to shut them down. You never thought the day would come, where there would be some sort of karmic balance or justice. Jesus, honey. Congratulations to you and what looks like your impending freedom. It's happening over the next several weeks. I don't want to focus on it too much. This by far is the strongest declaration of your energy. The timing has come. You never thought it would. Or perhaps they gave you no hope to believe there was nothing else outside of this shit, man. I don't know. There it is again. 3 of Cups to the 7 of Cups. You can only see them or feel them as a friend now. I know it's a very common thing. King of Pentacles. Capricorn season judgment. Yeah, that fits, doesn't it? Up into December. But being much more firm. The 3rd, the 10th, the 7th, the 23rd, the 27th might be important. The 4th. Any variation of that. The 7th. Like I've said, the 14th, 7th, 27th. Over the next several weeks. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty straightforward. Upwards to November, possibly. December, Capricorn, maybe. Maybe. But weeks. I want to see this. There's something in your heart that you feel is absolutely correct. Could be water sign, also Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know. Okay. The 8th, 3 weeks. Possibly no later than next Taurus season. King of Cups, Scorpio energy again. Yeah. Scorpio season, Taurus season, 3 weeks for some of you. Possibly the 3rd. I don't know. It's an energy that you feel very confident exists. You can feel it and it pulls you. The 28th might be important to some of you. I cannot tell which month. The 28th? October, November, December. I don't know. For some of you, that is confirmation to whomever this cup is that resides outside of the situation that you feel intuitively you could open your heart to. I don't know who they are. I can't tell if you've been introduced to them yet. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that with some measure of confidence, you can feel your heartbeat for someone that is not this other person. I don't know who they are, but the communication will start relatively soon. And for some of you, it's literally the 28th and or the 3rd. For some of you might have Taurus in your chart or Scorpio. Third, 5th, and the 28th, like I said. Possibly 25th, 23rd. Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know why, but the communication seems to be happening now. But there's also a big chunk dedicated to next spring. For some reason, I don't know why. The Taurus season, I can't quite see it. But anyway, I have 2 major time frames. Communication with someone possibly outside of this happening relatively soon. I don't see it being much more than that. But more cohesiveness possibly by next spring. Okay? Okay, let's get over to some charms. Oh no, why did I do that? Okay. Okay, the 4-leaf clover, a little bit of luck, a luck of the Irish ancestry, perhaps somebody here is. Luck of the 4-leaf clover though, a little bit of luck. A little bit of luck. Charming, medallion of Libra, either the exiting or entering energy. Possibly. Sense of balance though, karmic justice, yes. It might have started in Libra season. That sense. That feeling that the day will never come, and maybe it has, and that maybe the decision lies with you. It started in Libra season, possibly connecting or dealing with Libra. NRTK, the hot air balloon. Yes, getting higher into the sky so you can look down at the ground and see everything that's going on from a realistic perspective. Deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, L, Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, Goldfish, Pisces, Medallion of Pisces as well. Double Pisces here. Exiting or entry. Okay. And KRT, I think I already said that. All right, that's enough. Aquarius, you put it in the comments as you see fit. Again, I'm seeing transitional stuff for you. When we start making good on the idea that we have options, that we have choice, that we have say, that we don't have to continue to put up with or accept that which is unacceptable, but we just got used to it. When we understand these things, you can start making more changes, more movements, more strides, okay? I need you to remember who you are, and that's going to mean that process of pulling your mind and your feeling out of the moon, bring it back forward, because you're actually, the Aquarius I'm looking at is actually highly intuitive. But again, having your High Priestess out means your feelings have to be out too, and I can see why for this situation person, you have not been showing your feeling, and I think it's reasonable. The history is which it is. There's no going back on that. It's already done. Can't take that back, but you can learn from it and not repeat it, as we discussed. You're not, honey, you're not meant to be somebody's life support. You're not meant to substitute their life for lack of having one, being inspired. Someone who's willing to solve problems. Okay. It's not something that you just had to deal with indefinitely, that you thought the day would never come. It's here. Okay. Aquarius. Yeah, but that's it. Just, you're not meant to take on someone's life and give them hope and purpose and meaning. You're meant to enhance each other, not hold each other captive. That's not good. That's enough. We'll check up on you in a couple weeks, hopefully with more progress from the Aquarian Collective, so we can kind of push past this. Okay? See more progress. I'll know you can. It's literally one of your superpowers, you know, is progress. To progress. To make progress. To be progressive. So if there's anyone who can do it, it's you. Put it in the comments, yeah? Take care. Be well.